Opie, during his live stream, revealed that he and Cumia are going broke. So I'm going to play this to give you my thoughts on it. The Opester has been out of work for a while, but he's also claiming Cumia is going broke as well. So let's go ahead and see what Opie had to say about it, and then I will give you my thoughts.
Did you go to school? We were destroying for SiriusXM. We were destroying for regular radio back in the day, and they were basically paying us pennies on the dollar, even though we made a decent salary. Why do you think I'm sitting here hoping for another little run? Because just oh my God, I get so frustrated because in this day and age, somebody could just spew their nonsense, and then that is looked at as facts, and then you got to fight and you got to explain and push back. And I'm so done with the pushing back crap. Why would I not sign contracts for no good reason? Are you crazy? The fact is, Anthony has no money. The fact is, I need a little run. Considering what the Opie and Anthony show did, considering the amount of people that were listening to Opie and Anthony, considering the amount of money we were making executives and salespeople across the board, I shouldn't have to worry about money ever again in my life. And same goes for Anthony. I'll stick up for him as well. He doesn't have a lot of money left. I'm going to have to probably make some big moves to continue living the way I do. The fact is they weren't paying us enough. And so I was the only one that would fight and go, I ain't signing this. This is garbage. And could spin it all he wants. But a few of those times I got us more money. And one time, because those dopes signed before me and I said, I ain't signing. And they're like, well, there's no show without you. I'm like, oh, well. I ended up making a few $100,000 more than those guys because they were insecure and they signed their contracts behind my back. I'm like, I don't care if they sign. I ain't signing. And then they're like, well, what's it going to take? And then I finally gave them a number that was a bit higher than what was on the piece of paper in front of me. And they're like, all right, done. But to say that.
Okay, so he's claiming Anthony has no money left. And now I know Anthony planning to make the move down to South Carolina, much cheaper place. But the house he had built, he got scammed. So he's going to have to deal with all that and lawsuits and everything. So are they actually broke? Now, how much money did they accrue in their career separately? I believe, $15 to $20 million each is probably about it. However, they both like to spend money. And I know Cumia doesn't really make that much money from Compound Media, which is why he hardly pays anybody money at Compound Media. He makes some money, but it's not like he makes $1 million a year from it or anything. The most money Cumia ever made off of Compound Media was when he had signed Artie Lang, and he agreed to pay Artie Lang $800,000 just to be his co-host. And Artie brought in a bunch of new subscribers, and then Artie Lang did what Artie Lang did, and Cumia and never had to pay Artie anywhere near $800,000 and got to keep the excess money from all those subscribers. So he probably made a couple of million off of that. However, like I said, Cumia likes to spend his money, the gambling, the cars, everything that he does is a lot of money, which is fine. But he has no money left, according to the Opester. I could buy that. However, when it comes to Cumia, does it really matter if he has money left? I mean, you have to also consider he has to pay for his brother too, Cumia, his lifestyle and stuff. But aside from that, it's not like Cumia has any dependents or anything. So if he's got no money left, does it really matter? He's an old guy. I'm pretty sure Cumia has enough money to live out the rest of his life in pretty good terms. The problem with having no money left is when it comes to Opie. Opie has kids. And Opie, the same as Cumia, although Opie doesn't buy cars, he doesn't gamble, I don't think he takes outlandish vacations. However, he tried living the life of the radio superstar in New York, one of the most expensive places on earth. So, the how many millions of dollars apartment in downtown Manhattan, and then also the house in the Hamptons probably set him back a lot. And he has had virtually no income coming in for years. I mean, what, 6, 7 years at this point? That Westwood One deal paid him absolutely nothing. I can pretty much guarantee that. So, yeah, he had millions in the bank, but I mean, when you have no income coming in, you have to still pay taxes, and you're spending money in one of the most expensive places on earth. I guess it goes. And the way he was talking, he's like, I might have to change my life a little bit. Meaning, yes, he has those properties, but he's probably like, all right, I'm going to have to sell this house in the Hamptons, and I'm going to have to sell that apartment in New York. He'll still be able to get something nice and stuff, but nowhere near what he would have if they never got fired and the show never broke up. So, but I mean, Cumia being broke, not like he has dependents. Opie does have kids that he would like to leave money to, but and I'm sure, like, look, Opie's kids are probably going to be great and fine. Like I said, his kids will not grow up being extremely rich because of the changes Opie will eventually have to make, getting rid of the Hamptons house in the Manhattan place. But if he moves to like another part of the country, he'll still have a great situation. And I think the only reason why this dude even sticks around New York anymore is he's still praying for a job. He's still praying some radio place is going to give him a job. And to be completely honest with you, he's probably been offered, but he probably just, like, something tells me Opie isn't going to take a midday shift for $60,000 a year. If Opie's still thinking, I'm going to get a $3 million contract to be a radio host, ain't going to happen. But I'm sure some radio company would be like, Opie from Opie and Anthony, we'll pay him $80,000 to do mornings in Rochester or something. And Opie probably thinks that's beneath him. So instead he does a live stream where he makes no money. But yeah, I mean, that's his claim, that him and Cumia are both, especially Cumia has no money, but he's going broke too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Opie, or do you see it another way?